Hello, back to another Random Wednesday video. Today we are doing some modded Minecraft. I'm doing a voiceover. First time trying to do this, so let's see if it actually works. If anything goes wrong, I'm sorry. But this is Better Minecraft, Fabric Edition for 1.18. I got through several versions in this gameplay footage that you're seeing. I'm right now collecting wood to get my basic tools set up. After this, I'll collect some stone. But the challenge for this video, each of these modded ones, I will have a special challenge set up, which you guys will actually be in the comment section. Leave me some suggestions for challenges. I'll pick either the top comment or the one that I think is going to be the most fun. This one I'm doing the no sleep challenge because there's a mod that makes it where it punishes you if you don't sleep. And it really is quite annoying. I don't actually know if I saw any of the punishments that gives what's nausea and weakness. So yeah, just getting my basic tools set up. I see a cave off in the distance, which I'll go explore later, but I'm still collecting more resources to get my basic tools set up. So yeah, the no sleep challenge, and then leave comments in the comment section for more suggestions as to challenges I can do. I'll pick those and try and do this as quick as possible. If I can get 5 likes on this video, I'll try and get the next one out as quick as possible. This took me 3 hours and 20 minutes just to record, not including having to go through it and edit it. I know there's a quick breakdown with the axes, and it apparently works in giant jungle trees, which was cool to find. So I'm looking for stuff, and this is where I will get my first waystone and a few other resources. I stack up because climbing that ladder is just annoying at this point, and I had plenty of wood, as you saw from me cutting the giant tree. This mod pack has so much stuff that for just exploration, that's what my main point is. I'll do some building, but not a lot. So yeah, I'm climbing up this. I think it's called Link Tower or Zelda Tower. I don't know the exact name of this, but it's where you can get waystone, ender pearls, and a few valuable resources. But we don't really care about the ender pearls at this point because ender pearls are how you make waystones. I end up running into a village, and this is where I will be settling for this entire episode. Next episode, I'm planning to start work on the mega base, also the area that I found later in the video. But yeah, I'm ransacking the village because I still am trying to figure out if I want to live here. Found an axolotl catalog, which is interesting. Did not know there was a book for every axolotl that there was. There's custom axolotls as well, collecting just more food so I can actually survive and try not to die. Setting up this village as a waypoint just in case I need to come back to it, which I will end up setting this up as my base. And setting up is quite weird. They changed it from what I've seen YouTubers do. Right, this is for 1.18, so it's quite changed. This is the house I decided to settle in. I don't know why I picked the worst house to live in, but I did. So we're gonna just look past the fact that I was an idiot and did that. This is officially night 1, and I'm gonna probably spend most of the night trying to get this place fixed up to make it better and drop villagers because I need villagers for stuff. After that, I decide I have too much in my inventory. I need to fix this, and I notice a few of the stuff I have. Just sleepiness at my spawn point, and I'm now trying to figure out what I want down in my house so I can have my inventory set up properly. My chest system is still not the best. I only have 1 chest at the moment, which needs to be upgraded. So yeah, I'm just going around cutting down the trees. There's a villager in a tree, which is weird. And I just want to clear out some of the trees so I have more space so I can create some farmland later on and not have to be running into trees constantly. The vein miner for the tree is quite interesting. I also apparently forgot how to craft, which is hilarious. And things that I do know that I want is definitely a shield, and you can make a wood one because I don't currently have enough iron. I end up flooding this and then almost dying. Yeah. We ended up exploring the next day, so this is day 2, and we found a jungle temple. I don't remember what these are called. There's too many This is vanilla structure. I truly don't remember. I think it's a jungle temple. But yeah, I ended up just deciding to loot this because I want everything that there is. I want the redstone because who knows what you can use redstone for. I want the pistons because I'm sure there's stuff you can make with that. Repeaters, and found 3 diamonds and a bunch of gold. I will use those diamonds probably in an effective way, but also a dumb way. I think we're going to take all of that. So I think I end up collecting the string here so I can try and make a bow. But I forget to make a bow, which is just ironic. Yeah, I was like, oh, I can easily make a bow. Yeah, I don't do that. Some reason I broke that dispenser. Don't know why. This had nothing of actual value. And then we find another structure once we leave this one, which is an underground village. And normally when I find these, they are not actually populated. So the fact that I found one that was populated was intriguing. So either creative when you go flying around to explore, it doesn't spawn villagers, or I'm just unlucky and creative. I ended up finding this guy who is a nether salesman. At the time, in this update, there was a mod that apparently was not supposed to be in here. So if I was smart, I could have possibly made a basalt generator, which is an actual block, but I didn't think of it. And even if I did, I would have lost all the resources since they got rid of the mod towards the end of it. Found another diamond, which is extremely useful. I set this up as a place to be teleporting to. And then I make an axe. Mainly because Java, the entire attack format is based off of axes. I don't want my cows escaping, so I'm destroying those mines. I'm breeding the cows so I can work on making a backpack. I also find this ruined nether portal, which that crank obsidian is blue crank obsidian. I don't know what the point of blue obsidian is used for in this mod, but I'm sure there will be use at some point. Trying to stop the forest fire because I don't need my house catching fire. We get a gold block and some resources from this chest. Nothing that I think was too useful other than just the gold block. I could be wrong though. Looking around to make sure there's no mobs, and now let's see what's in that chest, because I will bet it's some useful stuff. The obsidian can be used to make waste stone again, which will be useful. Mending pickaxe, which if I could pull enchants off of it, would be extremely useful, but I can't pull enchants off stuff, so that's no option. I was going to use wood to block off lava, which we all know how that would go, but I then thought logically and said, nah. I'll just grab 2 pieces of this and use it. So this is night 2 officially, and I think I just go back to cutting more trees down afterwards. I then decide I want to work on getting some stuff set up. I want more exploration, but I want to keep that jungle village intact. So I make a waystone. I do not have enough stone, and I need to smelt it down. Take my sweet. It takes forever to smelt stone because there's no actual efficient way. But yeah, and I'm just trying to figure out if we can use that gold pickaxe in any useful way, because gold is extremely weak. Once my stone is done smelting, I end up crafting it, and have another waystone that I can use. I then will use the waystone that's at the village to teleport back to the underground ville, and keep exploring there, which ends up leading me to a jungle temple, which is extremely confusing. So I'll call this a jungle pyramid because that's what it is. I also hear an evoker. These things don't normally spawn evokers. I think it's an evoker. Pillager. I think it was it pillager or an evoker? We'll see. All I know is that this guy was not supposed to spawn, so I don't know where he came from. You can hear him off in the distance there. Pillager, okay. Because there was no other pillager, so this guy was part of a raid camp thing, that exploration raid explore. I don't know, where are they called? When the pillagers go off from the thing, and you find them in your world. So I didn't know the trap of this place until I started actually mining. I know the traps of a few places, but I ended up figuring out how to stop it after this one. If I had gone for the stone, it's stone slabs. It's not actually stone. I would not have had to deal with Silverfish nearly destroying this entire place. I thought, let me mine down from the walls. Most of this is, like I said, Silverfish, except the stone, because, yeah. So yeah, I just kill it, and the one behind me broke, which is terrifying. But then I'm like, okay, the one down there despawned. I am going to jump down and pillar up so I don't get attacked by them. I don't exactly know the escape plan at the point because I got so few blocks, and most of this is Silverfish blocks, so I very well could be trapped in here. And then I got my escape plan. A bunch of cracked stuff. Also, diamond horse armor. So we can get a horse and have that armor, but we still need a saddle to be able to ride it. So that's a bit of a disappointment. Deep fry, I don't know what that is, but we will not figure out this episode, we can figure out next episode if we really want to. And then nothing else really of use is in the chest, so I just decided to get out of there. I think this is where I try and craft the backpack. No, I try and craft a campfire because I need leather. So they don't have the mod where you can smelt down rotten flesh. You instead have to use a campfire, which is actually quite cool. If I'm not mistaken, this is day 3. Kind of hard to keep track of the days. I know I spent the full 10 days because, like I said, I spent 3 hours and 20 minutes recording. It was actually more than that because every time I pause the game to look at the map, it ends up causing the game to freeze, making it where the days go on and on for a while. So this backpack isn't the biggest thing, but it still is useful for storage. There is a storage mod in this mod, which I didn't realize until I kept testing around in creative. I don't know whether it was added recently or has always been in this, but I'm still trying to figure it out, so at some point, probably in the mega base is when we'll fully introduce it. I hate the running water effect where it makes that noise. I think I'm hunting down the axolotl guy because I want that book to see all the axolotls. And it's quite interesting how some of them look. A few of them I am interested in catching. I hear a zombie and do not want to deal with it, so I eliminate it. While we struggle to kill the zombie, consider subscribing, turning on notifications, and leaving a like if you enjoy. So yeah, we look in and get the book. That is a third of his thing, so if I really wanted to, I could buy another 2 and probably get him to his next level. But there's no reason to. And at this point, I need more inventory because I have no inventory left. I apparently fail at making a square with that to make chests. So I go and set up a new chest room and mess up setting up the chests. This is the house that I should have picked from the beginning, and I didn't. So, failed on me. I set up a chest to be stone, valuables, greenery, and then random. And I keep exploring because exploration is the only way to actually do anything good in this game. I find this weird mushroom that is also a gravestone. I don't think this was meant to spawn the way it spawned. I think this is a glitch. If I ever want warp blocks, I can come here. So I mine it to get access to the chest. And it has diamond leggings with thorns, which is my first piece of armor. I also decided to take everything in here because all this could come in handy at some point. And I decided the zombie head might as well stick it on because I got nothing covering my head. Might as well go with that. I find a few other things on this day, but I think this is the only actual thing I can manage to loot because the next thing I find is quite powerful, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Oh, no, I find this. I find another underground village. I saw the stone brick, and I was like, what is this? Break in, and I already can tell from the bed being there. This place didn't really have anything of value, except one guy that was particularly interesting to me. A beekeeper. Assuming that his workstation is the beehive. I also figured I might as well trap these guys in here so I can keep them, because I can create a flower farm and have infinite emeralds. I also have access to the honey and everything I need. And then the next day I go to mine, because I need actual resources, and, well, the only way to get resources at this point seems to be mining, because the structures are not the easiest to fight. I'll show off some of those later, because I found 2 that are similar but different. Like I said, I've explored some of these in creative, so I know a few things to expect. At the moment, I am going to soon run into a cave, and this cave will have some iron and coal, so I can actually make torches, so it's not dark like it currently is. There's also dynamic lighting, which is quite awesome. I love that, because I can actually then hold a torch and be capable of seeing in the dark. I don't do that because I rather have my shield at the moment in my offhand, which I should probably get an upgrade for it and make it iron, but my brain does not work logically, so I do not end up doing that. We end up hitting this cave, which has light coming from it and is quite big. It's not the biggest that I end up finding. I find actually one that's slightly bigger towards the end, but for now I can at least get some iron and coal. But I also end up finding that this is good for a few other things. This cave. My pickaxe breaks, so I'm like, oh, let me just explore real quick and see if there's anything else of value. I want to see what's causing this light, and there's glow sacks. Glow sacks have a few uses in this, but not too many. I can make some glowing blocks, and I can make glow sticks, which is quite useful. Dynamic lighting, like I said, they give off light. There's some light skin, or whatever it's called, in this room. But nothing of real use. And then I decided, let me make a farm, because I need actual food source. So I end up setting up a small section over here that I cleared out of the trees to be that. The iron golem is getting beat up by the mobs at night, which is good, but I'm also soon to lose the guy that's protecting the village when I'm busy messing around the entire time. So yeah, I'm trying to make this look like it's kind of been worn down and used. Create a more natural look, but I'm not the best at this. Don't know if that one will actually stay. I don't think those top ones will actually stay because they have no water, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm just working on getting this up. I don't actually think I have any seeds to plant just yet. So I think I'll go and... No, I have one. And there is the first hit of nausea and everything else. I'm trying to, at the moment, figure out how you access it, but couldn't figure that out. I have mining fatigue as well. I can't tell what every single one was. I just try and figure it out at this point and can't figure it out, so... Yeah, I give up at some point when I realize that it's not working. And I need more seeds, so I decide I'm probably gonna mine some of that. The pre-existing crops to get more from it. I truly don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there's this thing. The 6 are quite destructive of structures. Truly trying to figure out what I'm doing. What am I doing? Okay, I break the wheat like I said I would. I just don't get what I was doing there. I love the fact that it tells me if it's mature because in all reality I probably would have broken some of these that weren't mature thinking that they were, so. This mod pack has a few things I actually do enjoy. I think I'm going to set up a few other spots like this later on. Like I said, next episode, the mega base will get started. I don't think much of it will be done. But, like I said, leave me some comment sections down below for ideas. And here is where I die to a baby skeleton. Apparently my weakness is not anything actually in-game, but the modded stuff. I was not expecting to die to a baby skeleton. So I decided to get revenge. I don't know how gravestones work at the moment, so I'm trying to figure that out. I click it, and I get my full inventory back the way it was. And I eliminate the things that killed me. I am no longer sealed, and after that I go exploring and find the structure. The structure has invisible guys that are quite powerful. And the mods that I've seen, and people that I've seen play this for the 1.16 version, these guys have 50 health. This version they don't, but I didn't know that at the time, so I'm kind of just like, oh, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm currently getting chased by a trident-wielding zombie ground, but I found this, which I apparently harvested in the dumbest way possible. Why did I don't know why I broke the leaves. I end up making a sapling, which is real easy. It's just one sapling of any with 2 pieces of the food that you want it to grow. And then I want a bone meal so I can start harvesting the crops from it and actually have a food source because currently my wheat field is not doing good. So I end up bone mealing it to get all the food that I need. And by that I mean an infinite source that apparently takes forever for the fruit to actually grow. It is actually insane how long that takes to grow. I make a clock so when I'm in the mines I can see how long it's been. I lost complete track of the days at this point. All I know is that the hours line up with what it should be. Trying to figure out if there's a special spot I can stick the clock. I can stick it with my offhand, but there's no real reason to. I'd rather have a sealed when I get another one. I go mining for more resources, and then run into this, what is this called? Amethyst? Geode? I run into this geode, which was, I was heading for this because I wanted to see if there was any use for the, crystals that it drops. There's a few, I'll go off later. And then I run into this mine based off of the map. I've been using the map at this point to find caves. And it's a volcanic cave, meaning there's a lot of fire and lava. I like the lava part for a specific reason, which will be for another day. A giant project I might very much regret. And I find my first couple diamonds that spawn in the world. This was a 3 vein. It just took some time mining to find the third diamond. I got that and made a pickaxe with it. I found one other in the cave, but I couldn't find that in the replay, which was extremely weird. I literally was like, wait, where did this... I guess I might have mined it with another item and just not realize I mined it. So yeah, I made a amethyst axe because they're quite powerful. This is where I'm thinking of making the mega base. I plan on making a hobbit hole kind of thing. And there's plenty of emeralds around here with iron and coal for days. So yeah, probably gonna make a hobbit hole. And the plan is that next episode I'll clear the trees out. Found this igloo in the taiga. It's not actually made of snow, it's made of stone, so it blends with the rocks. Which means I could have nearly missed this if I was heading from the wrong side. I come down here to loot for the gold apple and the weakness potion. Maybe heal a zombie, but when I get down to the bottom, it's a baby zombie. There's no safe way of healing that thing. So I'm like, you know what? I'll pass. I don't need a baby zombie trying to kill me. We already died a baby zombie, baby skeleton. I end up in another jungle pyramid and find a notch apple and some diamond horse armor and a few other useful things, but nothing that useful. I end up upgrading my backpack to be iron and then gold. I'll work on getting the bejeweled backpack probably next episode. It requires 4 diamonds and 4 emeralds. I have the emeralds, I just do not have the diamonds at the moment. And of course, credit goes where credit belongs. This is kind of the 100-day idea that Luke the Noble created, but I don't have enough time to do 100 days. So, and then of course I'm adding my own twist. I find out this structure, and it is, well, similar to the one that we saw before, but this one is slightly different, and I build for my life. The one thing I know how to do. And I found the other diamonds. I still need one more diamond if I plan on making the thing I want. So, we're close to being able to make what we want, but not there yet. And apparently, I don't have a brain and didn't think, let me mine underneath the ground and hit these guys' feet to not struggle. I got 2 of them in a fight, which was perfectly fine with me. For everyone wondering, these guys drop pretty much nothing other than bones and arrows. Or they might have a chance of dropping their armor, and I just might very well be unlucky. So, there's 3 chests that spawn in the structure. So, yeah. I need to be careful because there's more guys upstairs. And I do this in the dumbest way possible. I'm like, I'll just block the staircase off. Nothing can go wrong. And, yeah. Blocked off successfully. So, yeah. The original idea for the 10 days comes from the 100-day survival. The reason I'm not doing it hardcore is I die way too often. I'm going for the final chest that's in the roof, and I'm struggling. And then I added my own twist of I'm going to have a challenge every single 10 days that is a challenge. Every time that I die, I will have a board in my mega base that says what the challenge was and how many times I died through that challenge. So for the no sleeping cycle, I will end up putting 2 deaths. And of course, whoever suggests the idea, I'll put your YouTube name, as long as it's appropriate, because we don't need any of that. I find this map, I'm willing to bet it's far away, even though the circle's somewhat big. We'll head off to it another episode, maybe next episode. That's still to be decided. And I'm currently working on a farm for the villagers so that they can keep breeding, because there's plenty of beds that haven't been used in this place, so I need a farmer so they can actually breed while I'm there trading with a few of them. So yeah, I'm excited for the next challenge. Try and make it actually sane. I will play the challenge according to how I feel I can survive. So if you tell me no armor, I'm not going to go into structures because I don't feel like dying. If it's don't eat the same food for the entire video, I might be struggling there. That might be one I skip for a while and do later on. We actually have a decent jungle bounty set up. I guess. And the sleeping, no sleep might happen sometimes throughout them, but for the next one, I probably will be sleeping 4. This axe is decent. I mean, I can have it forever if I really wanted to because I got access to infinite amethyst because amethyst can grow. It's just that it's got such a low durability compared to diamond. It may do 1 more damage, but it's not worth it. I'll just let this break at some point and then go back to my usual. So I have the farm set up like this, and I'm using the wrong tool. So I set up to be a bit bigger than what I had before, and then make a path down the center so that the villagers can use it. I don't know what that path is. There's different types of paths, which is weird. So I'm just kind of waiting at this point for the villagers to do their thing. I need this. I'm also stuck waiting for the crops to grow. And I got plenty of other things that need to be done. I have no inventory space left in my inventory, which is amazing. For anyone wondering where the backpack is, and apparently I had no clue what I did with it, it's on my back because there's an actual back slot for it. And I just never pressed B in this game, apparently, to open it. And then, to my knowledge, for the rest of the game, I literally was just trying to figure out crafting recipes and ideas that I could possibly do. This is day 10, possibly the night. I don't think it's the night. I think it's still the day. And if I really want to, I'm sure I could create a wonderful iron farm down here. It would just be extremely annoying to actually handle, because all the caves that are possibly nearby. I'm trying to get these guys down there to get an actual farmer set up. That guy's going. And he's next to it, but he's not taking it. I hate Java. There he goes. Java has it set up so that villagers don't take a job whenever it's available. It's at specific times of the day, and it quite annoys me. So I end up heading back to my base, and like I said, this is where I ended off because I had nothing else to do. So I hope you enjoy. Subscribe, turn notifications, and leave a like if you enjoy. See you all in the next video.